Hello, and welcome to another episode of Erin and Clinton's Movie Reviews.
Movie phone. He was going to say movie phone.
I was about to say E&C. I was thinking E&C.
E&C. That's what we started out as.
All right, we don't have our normal drinks with us, but who cares? Let's think.
Start the show.
Let's start the show. All right. We are back, and today we are doing Nightcrawler. Is it the Nightcrawler or just Nightcrawler?
I think it's just Nightcrawler.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
With Jake Gyllenhaal. Mm-hmm. And so what we're gonna do is once a month I'll have a pick, something that I think she wouldn't normally watch, and then once a month she'll have a pick, something I wouldn't normally watch. So I knew she didn't really care to watch Nightcrawler, but I thought it was a good movie, so I forced her to watch it, and now we're doing a review on it.
Now we're doing a review.
And then I'm sure next time she's gonna have me do something great, like the American Quilt or something like that.
How to Make an American
Quilt. Oh god, I'm excited for that one, guys.
or an Avenger movie, or I've got a ton of things that you've never watched. So.
Well, but the point is we're gonna try to oh, my hair got caught in my zipper there. It's still caught in there. Ouch.
Oh my god.
And the point is to do a movie that you wouldn't normally watch.
Yes.
Because an Avenger movie I don't normally watch this, but I would watch them with you guys, whatever. You and my son, because they like them. But the American Quilt one I definitely wouldn't watch. So that's probably more understandable. But
yeah, there's a bunch of movies I'm sure I watched that you would never.
So what did you think about the movie about Nightcrawler?
Well, I thought it was definitely dark and twisted.
And that's why I'm wearing my Nightcrawler. That's why I'm like incognito right now. We're in character.
I've got the eyes like what's her name wore, the producer of the.
Oh, she
wore like
that's
really
right.
makeup. There you go. So
which he really liked.
Which he did really like. Yeah, he had to make a point to say that. He was I think Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a very good actor, because this movie creeped me out.
Yeah.
It was like 100%. I didn't even see him as Jake Gyllenhaal. I saw him as just some creeper that I would never want to be around.
Yeah.
Like, he was scary.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, it almost felt like he could just snap at any moment, you know? But he was always kind of just like calm and
it's just, he just doesn't
factual.
have, it's like he has emotion, but you don't ever see it until it comes out here and there when he gets
frustrated
upset or whatever,
and he usually does it in his own privacy.
Yeah,
he doesn't ever like lash out. He'll always be like, this is a teaching moment kind of situation versus. And
one of the weirdest things about the movie is whenever he's recording or something really bad's happening, the music is like very inspirational.
Like he's like, I finally made it, or I'm doing great in my position.
Filming a murder and it's like,
I know.
Like, what?
I'm sure they did that on purpose, or like how you were saying, they were trying to make it like as his point of view,
right?
As he's feeling these emotions.
He's evolving and growing as this person that's doing this stuff as a stringer, as they call him, or whatever.
Stringer or Nightcrawler. But the soundtrack did not make any sense.
Yeah.
If you were watching it from the outside, if you weren't thinking from his point of view, you're thinking of like somebody watching it like, how is this a positive moment? And that's what
I told. By the way, the movie is about people that go out and like when you watch the news and you see the film of the fire or this or all the stuff. Like, how do they get that film? There's people that are called stringers or nightcrawlers or whatever. The people that go out and you've got the normal news during the day and stuff like that. And I guess they would still be stringers too. I don't know. But the people at night are the ones that really go get the stuff that most people don't get.
More
they
gruesome.
Listen to their police scanners and try to get there before the cops do and get the best video and that kind of stuff. So they take those videos and they sell them to news agencies or news channels, and they will
and they'll edit them there and then put them up on the morning news usually and say what happened last night.
Yeah, so it's really interesting because it shows how obviously they're going to extremes for the movie. You know what I mean? But I mean, obviously you're not. You have to. Obviously spoiler alerts too. So okay, that should go without.
Movie, by the way.
That should go without saying. But yes, but like when you're moving a body. I'm like, okay, I'm hoping most of these people film stuff are out there moving bodies and doing all stuff to get better film.
Yeah, and
sneaking into houses and moving people's pictures so it's a better shot and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, there were certain moments where he would get there before the police and he would kind of set the scene to make it look a little better. And
it didn't start that way. It started he started getting more and more.
Yeah, he had this mediocre camera at first, and it was just like he just happened to get like a really gruesome shot of some guy getting shot or got shot, and then it just kind of like escalated from there. He realized he could do more, and then he said that was like his calling. He finally found that this is what he wanted to do. And then what did he say? I want to be the guy who owns the station, who owns the recorders or something like that.
Yeah, because she was like, maybe one day you can actually be on air. And he's like, I want to own the station that owns all of you, like, or whatever. Basically, like,
he didn't want to be some news anchor. Like she's like, most of you want to be on TV. Like most of you want to have that limelight or whatever, but he didn't want any of that. He wanted to own all those people.
And it really showed like how he's a really quick learner. You know what I mean? Like he just sees things how they're going on and goes, okay, that's how it is. And he's he's a thief. He's obviously if you're gonna do this kind of stuff, you're probably got pretty low morals.
Yeah, he was a sociopath for sure. And I mean, the way he spoke too, it was very like. I don't know. Sociopaths don't show emotion when they're speaking. They just tend to kind of be. Everything is just like A, B, or C. And he played that too.
He played it. If you have not watched it, you have to watch it.
He talks so fast and just like.
But the way he plays it, I mean, he's just and the way his eyes look and everything. I mean, he nailed it.
He creeped.
And he lost like 30 pounds or something to do the role too.
He did actually. He lost 20 to 30 pounds. Because he said he wanted to look like a coyote hunting. Because he felt like the way he lost weight was that he would eat kale salads like every day and then run like 5 to 10 miles.
So he's a dedicated actor if he's willing to eat kale.
Yeah, kale salads. It's like, ugh. But yeah, he would eat these salads and then he'd run 5 to 10 miles. And he said when he was running, he would imagine that he was running with his pack of coyotes.
Wow.
And that would like keep him going. And then he lost like 20 to 30 pounds. I mean, mainly in his face, dude.
Yeah,
his face
sure.
just like, I mean, just the concaveness of
like
his
you showed me the
cheeks.
picture from Source Code. Was that
yes.
the one with Source Code? He looks
was like
so
plumped
different.
out and
he
he
looks
looked good.
different.
And then there was another movie.
Another great movie, Source Code.
And there was another movie we watched. It was right after this one. It was called Southpaw, I believe it was, where he was a boxer.
I never watched it.
And he like, I mean, talk about 8-packs. Like he got an 8-pack. He was super buff.
He had a keg.
Yeah, he was like, I mean, going from losing 20 to 30 pounds in this one to going to basically gaining all this weight and then some. Yeah. It's just, I mean, that's dedication. It really changed your body.
Sure. Now, of course, they probably had the advantage of being able to not have to go to a normal job. They got trainers and all that kind of stuff, so it definitely helps. But even with all that,
like with your whole life, your life in general, like things get in the way.
The motivation that it takes to stay so persistent with that and on top of it,
this is your
amazing,
job and you're dedicated to it like that. I mean, that means something to me, honestly. If you want to hear a couple of interesting things.
Sure.
Okay.
Little factoids.
Let's see. I'll say. So, writer-director Dan Gilroy, so he's the one who directed it. This was his first directorial debut. He'd been a screenwriter forever and ever and ever, but this is the first time he decided he wanted to actually film what he wrote. Wow. So he wrote the whole entire thing, and then he wanted to film it.
Cool.
So, and then coincidentally enough, Rene Russo is his wife. And she's the one who played.
Oh, in real life?
Yes.
Oh. Huh.
So he actually wrote the character Nina specifically for her to play.
Wow. Okay.
So I don't know if you got this or not, but obviously Jake Gyllenhaal's character Lou and Nina get together. Obviously he has that speech and he's like, we both want to succeed, or therefore I want you to sleep with me and be my sex partner and stuff. But they never show it. They never show them kissing. They never show them, intimately together. But there is an indication that they have been doing it because he has that speech and he tells her like not like last time or whatever.
He says that I want you to do those things I asked you to do, not like last time.
Yeah, like you're not gonna just say no to me.
Yeah, like what was he asking her to do?
But I have an indication because it's his wife that they're like, we don't really need to show any scenes with her and him together.
You guys will get the point.
Necessary. Yeah, they're together. But so I thought that was really interesting that he wrote Nina specifically for his wife and everything. And there was something funny. In order to produce Nightcrawler, the movie themselves, they put out ads like on Craigslist. Oh. And they created a persona that was Lou. And they would put him out there, and you could follow like his character and everything, and you can like write to him and stuff like that. Yeah, just to promote the movie because it was a low
that's interesting.
movie, low budget movie. Yeah, and I think it was in the festivals. I believe I didn't write that down, but it started out in like the going through its motions through the festivals and stuff like that, and then went to the big screen after it just got like a ton of praise. Like people were just like, this is one of the best movies of 2017.
Yeah, once it got out there, I remember a lot of people talking about it, and that's where I kind of found out. I was like, oh, okay, it was kind of weird and how good of a job he did and everything. So that's what kind of drew me to it. It wasn't necessarily the subject matter didn't really draw me in, but it's just he's just so good at it that you're just drawn in the whole movie. And then, my gosh, and then when he, we always give away spoilers here, but I don't want to give away too much. There's one part in the movie I don't want to give away at the very end with, this partner and stuff like that.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like, yeah, it's well, actually, who cares? It's a spoiler. If you're here, you probably watch it. But
yeah.
he ends up basically sacrificing his partner to
it was like
the
a lucky
cause or whatever,
coincidence,
too. Yeah.
though.
Well, no, because he.
I mean, he said the guy was dead, and then he's like, come over and shoot it or whatever like that. But I mean,
Not
the
shoot
guy,
him like with the camera.
Yeah, shoot with the camera, like get the right angles, blah blah blah. And I mean, it was a coincidence that the guy just happened to still be alive, and he happened to open his eyes as soon as his partner like flashed the light in his face, because he walked over there first,
right?
And he's like, yeah, he's still alive, and he kind of like walked over to the side.
No, he's not alive. He's dead.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like he's not alive, but
see, that's the thing is, even though it's kind of coincidental, the guy opens his eyes, he must have been able to tell from him moving or breathing that he was still alive, and that's why he did it. It was not coincidental, like, oh shoot, now he got shot. But he was
like hoping that he would wake up and shoot him.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I think for sure.
So I mean, that.
So
I
guess that's maybe it's up to interpretation here, but I think if you watch it, you'll see that was his. In my opinion, that was his whole.
He was
point.
hoping that he would
he wanted him to get shot so he could have it on video because he's nuts, dude. I remember because even when he leaned down and told him, he said, "I just couldn't let you know you were going to take advantage. You used my position against me. You know, he did the same thing.
You're going to do it to
me."
He
basically learned from him and did what he has been teaching him to do of how to negotiate and be strong. And then when he finally did it. Like he got so mad that he actually had the one up on him for negotiating that he allowed it to happen.
I want so much more money. I want half for whatever we make tonight.
He's making like $75 a day doing this crazy
I know,
crap.
Not even. He was making $30.
Well, 30, but then when he got the raise, it was to 75.
That was that night.
Oh, that's true.
So he didn't actually make any money. He was making $30 a night for like however long they were doing it.
And the whole time he's asking himself, "Set your price." He's like, 75.
75.
And he's like, okay. And then they're driving. He's like, I could have got 100. I was like, yep.
Or no, he's like, I could have got a lot more, couldn't I? He's like, yes, you could have.
Yes, you could have. And keeps driving like, too late.
Like, we already negotiated.
It's like, darn it. So there's just some really funny parts in it too. But it's a dark movie though. It's not something you watch with kids or something that doesn't like dark movies. It's a dark movie for sure. Yeah. It's not, there's some gory parts. It's not ridiculously gory.
Well, what did they call it? They called it a dark comedy because there was parts where it was kind of funny. Yeah, like it was a little.
I think I'd totally describe it as a dark comedy, but not like so much like some of the vampire dark. I can't think of the names right now, but some of the stuff that's truly more leans on comedy and got a little dark side. This leans more on the dark side with a little bit of comedy.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I mean, and plus I think I had watched a little what was it? An interview with Jake Gyllenhaal, and they actually what he did to get a part of this role is he actually went with one of these Nightcrawlers on his job for a few nights just to see how he does it. And obviously, they interviewed the guy that he went with, and he's like, so are you Lou? You know, like talking to him, kind of joking and everything. The guy was talking to him, and he was like. He's all, I could be Lou, but just not so crazy. So I'm not as psycho as Lou is.
And the movie like movies mostly do. They always take things to the extreme to make it more enticing.
I mean, it wouldn't be interesting if you're just literally going through.
It's like, we got a grandmother that got a speeding ticket. Let's get down there and film. It's like, okay, yeah.
And what was the guy's name that the guy that had the vans? What was his real name? The actor.
Oh, Pullman? No, that's not Pullman. No, because Pullman passed away a while ago. I can't
remember.
Was
him.
Was that him?
That's the one who passed away.
Oh, so he passed away then right after that then.
Probably.
Not much after that, right?
So I wanted to mention him just because, he was a really great actor
He was, but he didn't have a huge part in this movie.
But that was the thing is, like, he played an integral role in, like, he's the one who got him started. Plus, he tried to get him on, and he like started kind of doing better than him, and you could tell. Lou was getting really pissed, sure. So he sabotaged
cut his brake lines.
Yes, and then they ran into a pole, and he was done. Like
he got it on video. I guess who got it
on video? He was sitting there like just doing like this while his character was getting put into the ambulance.
Dude. It's so dark.
So dark.
Jeez Louise, man.
Yeah. So I mean, we should rent it. We should rate it.
Okay, so we'll give it a between 1 and 5 Nightcrawlers. God, I'm almost tempted to give it a 5. I really liked it a lot. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4. It's almost a 5 because I really liked it a lot. I thought it was so well done and just creepy and weird. I really thought it was good, but 5 is just, man, that means it's like a perfect movie to me, and it wasn't perfect. Yeah. So there was things I would have done different, or whatever. But I would have done like I'm a director. There's things I would have done different.
We're
it's
super
like,
professionals now. But, we do reviews, therefore we know all about movies.
Hey, I review movies. I know better than these guys in Hollywood.
I could do a movie. I could make one.
No, so I'd say it's strong 4. Strong 4 Nightcrawlers. What do you think?
I would say it's a 3 for me.
Yeah.
It was very dark, and it definitely surprised me because I don't usually watch movies like that.
Was it better than you thought it would be?
It was better than I thought it was.
See, that's what I thought. I thought
just from like the little tidbits I had seen before we watched the movie, I was like, this is not a movie that I would ever watch because I just could tell it was really dark and just really.
We'll see if I have the same interpretation of American Quilt.
Well, I think mine's more about emotion and not about like.
Let me ask you this: how many people get murdered in How to Make an American Quilt?
2.
Oh, I was joking, dude. You should have told me that. You just gave something away.
I'm joking. I don't remember. I don't think anybody does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. She's probably lying. She just gave away something on accident. I guarantee.
You have no idea.
Yeah. Okay, well, that actually makes me a little excited. Maybe it's a little darker than I thought it was.
It's not dark.
Not darker,
it's just,
but it'll be more surprising.
There's
like,
more
what?
of a storyline than
what?
just like people walking around making quilts.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I thought would be like an hour and a half of over, under. It's like,
you guys, this is great. Let's
I'm
put
like,
our patches together.
You like this movie? Like, this is awesome,
What
isn't
is
it?
so
You're like
good about
quilting
this
while you're
movie?
watching it. I'm like, oh my god.
Wow.
Okay, well, so yeah, so you give it a 3, I give it a 4. I think that's good. So out of 10, that's like 18, I think, average. So
I think I recommend probably watch it.
No, 34. So
I would recommend watching it, even if it's something you don't think it would be.
Yeah.
I think you should give it a chance. Yeah. Just from Jake Gyllenhaal's.
Just so good.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
good.
He really takes you out of that whole. You just don't see him. You see this guy, and I think that's what good actors can do is really just take you out of like, oh, I can see Heath Ledger as Joker. You know, you just don't see them anymore. Like it's just this character they're playing.
That's how I'm with Denzel Washington. Every time I watch the movie with him, for the first couple of minutes, it's like I know Denzel.
It's just his face.
And then within like 3 or 4 minutes, I'm like, he's that guy. You know what I mean? I totally
he's that cool detective that's
or
like
whatever training,
going back in
whatever
time.
character he plays, man. He just takes a few minutes and you're sold with him. Same with Daniel Day-Lewis. He's one of those ones where I'm kind of like, and then all of a sudden I'm like, dang, I'm just so in it. Tom Hanks is another one who can play any role. Yeah, there's a lot of good actors out there.
They just take you out of it. So I think Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a younger guy, and I think he's got a lot to go.
I think so too.
He's gonna be great.
Yeah, definitely. Well, cool. So that was our review of Nightcrawler. Hope you guys liked it. Why did my voice go so high right there? Of Nightcrawler. I'm Bobby Brady.
I love Nightcrawler, you guys.
All of a sudden, I'm like, wait, was this a cartoon I'm reviewing? That'd be a dark cartoon.
Yes, it would.
So if you liked our review, leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.